Hello, what's up friends? Just making a quick video today. Get out and about. Slow speed skills, super important for everyone. I do practice occasionally in the parking lots. One of the things I do while I'm riding though is like this. Here we got a red light up ahead. I look behind me just to make sure there's no one on my butt, but I'll slow way down just to keep moving and see if I can make it all the way to the car in front of me, which in this case this is a long red light, so it's not going to work, but I'll go really slow. Again, make sure there's no one behind you because you'll probably piss them off, but I go really slow like this, creep, practicing my balance all the way up to the car in front of me, and hopefully at that point the light turns green and we can all go, but in this case that didn't happen. Oh well. But that's just a fun way, I always practice my slow speed skills in terms of balancing and keeping the bike straight. Of course, you got to get in the parking lot to do some figure eights and donuts and all those things, and emergency braking, keeping the bike straight, just cranking on the brakes, coming to a stop as fast as you can without falling off. That's important. that's a skill you definitely got to learn. So I'll talk to you now because it's really windy out. Even if I'm driving slow, it's quite loud. When I first started learning how to ride, I always heard the push left, turn left, push right, turn right. And I think the appropriate lingo there is really press down left, go left, because you're not actually pushing the bars. You're kind of pressing down on them to get the bike to lean. And that can be achieved in a variety of ways. I think probably most of you have probably seen videos from the guy in San Diego, Motojitsu. He's got a lot of great content, and he just released one, showing him pressing down with one finger on each handlebar with no hands, just kind of lightly tapping and getting the bike to lean and change lanes and all that stuff. And that's one thing I play, like when I'm on a road with no one around, I kind of play with that a lot. And I also include, and I don't recommend this for anybody, but if I'm on a nice straight flat away road, no one around, I'll go no hands, and I use my hips and my legs and actually pressing down with my feet on the pegs to get the same effect, to get the bike to lean into, turn. And you could do the same thing with just loosening your grip on the handlebars and kind of letting your hips and legs and feet do that work. When I'm going into a turn, for example, pressing down left and turning left, if I'm going left into a twisty or a curve, and it's a little bit, I didn't enter the turn the right way, didn't press down hard enough, and I'm starting to go wide a little bit on the turn, I end up doing a pull on the right. So if I'm pressing down on the left handlebar, I use my right hand to pull up on the handlebars to really get the bike to lean over and turn. A guy that watched one of my videos commented on my passenger pegs, the passenger peg assembly and the rear brake and shifter assembly. On this bike, those are steel, gray, I don't know what the technical term is, a grayish color. They're not black. And I never really thought about it, and he said, something like, "Oh, you should paint those blacks." I'm surprised you haven't. And once he put that in my brain, I couldn't get it out of my brain. And I'm looking at the bike going, "Gosh, yeah, those would look a lot better black." I'd actually get rid of the rear pegs because I don't go too up. I don't ride anybody around. The left passenger peg assembly can come off. That's not a problem. But the right one, part of that assembly is what's holding the exhaust up. So I can't really remove that unless I fabricate some kind of metal bar or something. So I'm not really going to do that. So I thought, let me paint them. And I talked to the BMW dealer, the parts guy. He's really helpful here in Austin. He's a nice guy. He recommended I call up this company not too far, about 25 minutes from where I am, and they do powder coating and ceramic coatings for high heat products, as well as car parts and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, powder coating, that'd be good. That'd be really durable. And you know, the assembly for the brake and all that stuff is not a high heat area, so I don't really need to go ceramic with those. So I got in contact with them, and to do all 4 parts, it's gonna be $200, and that seems reasonable. I mean, I've looked around a little bit and I saw that it's like, you know, kind of basic is $50 per part, and I've got 4 parts to do. So I was going to do it. They'd match up the paint with I was just going to paint it the color of the frame. But the problem is there's kind of a, you know, it's a small shop, so there's a backlog. It said it's going to take minimum 1 week and possibly 2 weeks to get it back to me. So that's a no-go for me, because I can't go 2 weeks without my bike. I need to. I love getting out on the bike at least 3 times a week. So that would really suck for me. So I'm probably just gonna do it myself and just spray paint it, put a couple coats on them with some. I don't know if I'm gonna go flat black or if I'll try and go glossy. I'll probably just go flat black and do a few coats. And since I don't ride anybody or go 2 up, no one's really going to be hitting those with their feet. So I think the paint should stick. I don't think it'll be a problem. But yeah, that's the next project I've got coming up on this bike. So I don't know when I'm going to do that. Whenever I have time to take them off and prep them and then spray them. We'll see how long that takes. Need to get my lazy butt in the garage to do that. But that's it today. I'm just riding around, heading out to the hill country area. It's dinner time, so I'm gonna head back soon. It's almost 90 degrees here, so it's quite warm. So I'm down to just the riding jacket and a t-shirt is plenty. Starting to sweat. I can almost, I'm forgetting what it was like a month and a half ago, riding with like 3 layers and being kind of cold and using my heated grips. That's like a long memory ago. But anyways, that's it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this ride. You guys have fun. Hope to see you again soon. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Appreciate it. And that's it. See you later.